Meghan and her husband Prince Harry removed themselves from the palace system last year, and said they had no other option but to step back from the public spotlight. A year after they carried out their final royal engagements, the couple sat down with US TV legend Oprah Winfrey and pinned most of the blame for their departure on the palace. The Sussexes made a series of serious allegations about how the firm handles race and mental health, while Meghan also took the opportunity to address some particular reports about her time on the royal frontline. The Duchess of Sussex notably did not have any press photographs taken of her with Archie and Harry just hours after giving birth on the hospital steps, even though this is a royal tradition for new mothers. Princes Harry and William were born and then photographed at the Lindo Wing in London, whereas Archie arrived at Portland Hospital, a private maternity hospital on Great Portland Street. Still, other royals such as Sarah Ferguson posed for photographs at Portland after giving birth, too. Even so, Meghan was not seen in public immediately after Archie's arrival. Instead, she and Harry presented their newborn to just a handful of broadcasters, 2 days after his birth, in Windsor Castle. Speaking to Oprah, Meghan explained, "We weren't asked to take a picture by the palace." However, in the pro-Sussex biography Finding Freedom, authors Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand said that the couple were at first considering a home birth. Frogmore Cottage was the couple's main home at the time, and has never been open to the press, so a post-birth photograph would have been unlikely. Finding Freedom then explained the couple changed their minds and went for a hospital, but that Meghan never considered giving birth at the Lindo Wing, and instead wanted something more discreet. It added, Portland Hospital offered not only state-of-the-art care but also an underground entrance where blacked-out SUVs driving in and out were the norm. They continued, Harry and Meghan, who were never spotted entering or leaving Portland, didn't tell anyone about their hospital choice, not even their closest aides or friends. The only people who did know were Doria and Meghan's medical team, including her ob-gyn Penelope Law. Archie was discreetly delivered at 5:26 a.m. on Monday, May 7, and by 9:30 a.m., the new family of 3 drove back to Windsor's Frogmore Cottage. Finding Freedom added, when it came to letting the public know, Harry wanted to do so himself. A source told the authors, he wanted people to hear it in his own words, no statement, no formal announcement, just him, off the cuff and candid. Mr. Scobie and Ms. Durand said that they had not collaborated with the Sussexes to produce the book, a statement confirmed by Meghan and Harry's team. This seemed apparent when Meghan's full interview with Oprah aired back in March, and she had a slightly different version of events. Oprah asked, "It feels to me like things started to change when you and Harry decided that you were not going to take the picture that had been part of the tradition for years?" Meghan replied, "We weren't asked to take a picture. That's also part of the palace spin that was really damaging. I thought, can you just tell him the truth? Can you say to the world you're not giving him a title, and we want to keep him safe, and that if he's not a prince then it's not part of the tradition? Just tell people and then they'll understand." But they wouldn't do that. Oprah then continued and asked if there was a specific reason Meghan had shirked the photo tradition, as many thought the couple were both saying we're going to do things our way. But Meghan said, "That's not it at all." She added, "I was very scared of having to offer up our baby knowing that they weren't going to be kept safe." The Duchess of Sussex was referring to her previous claim that the palace had refused to give Archie a title when he was born, meaning he was not going to get palace-funded protection. Yet, Mr. Scobie did address this claim as well, in a new documentary, Harry and Meghan, Recollections May Vary. He said, "If we are only going by what Meghan said to Oprah and what the palace have said so far about the situation with Archie, perhaps one can assume that Meghan was wrong in her interpretation of it." A palace patent created under King George V ruled that great-grandchildren of the monarch could not use the title of prince or princess, only the eldest son of the Prince of Wales was permitted to have their children anointed as prince or princess. This would have meant only Prince George could have had the title, but in 2012, the Queen issued a similar patent which meant all of his children could enjoy the status of prince or princess. However, Mr. Scobie continued, but we also know that there is much more to this story that we don't know about. Indeed, Meghan also told Oprah that she was allowed to control how much the public see of her son, and explained, "I think everyone has a basic right to privacy." Basic. Finding Freedom, Harry and Meghan and the Making of a Modern Royal Family, by Omid Scobie and Carolyn Durand was published by HarperCollins in 2020 and is available here.